Greetings students. Today we are going to learn about one of USA's leading supermarket chain, Safeway Incorporation. Let us know this company in a much better way. Safeway Incorporation is an American supermarket chain. It is the second largest supermarket chain in North America after the Kroger Company and has 1,678 stores located throughout the western and central United States, northwestern Mexico and western Canada as of December 2011. It also operates some stores in the mid-Atlantic region of the eastern seaboard. The company is headquartered in Pleasanton, California. Supermarket News ranked Safeway number 4 in the 2011 Top 75 North American Food Retailers based on 2010 fiscal year estimated sales of $41 billion. Based on 2009 revenue, Safeway is the 11th largest retailer in the United States.
Safeway is a Fortune 50 company and one of the largest food and drug retailers in North America based on sales. Safeway takes great pride in being the neighborhood grocery store for millions of North Americans. Core company values include building stronger communities through involvement. The company has a very strong commitment to employee diversity, especially people with disabilities, a model which Safeway hopes will be adopted by other corporations.
We have over 10,000 disabled employees that work in our stores, and the good news is the number is actually growing. Yeah. And it is, I think, one of the most untapped resources of the human race is the fact that, as you said, 70% of people with disabilities are unemployed. Right. We have found that these employees make the most loyal, most dedicated, most appreciative people within our store systems and in our offices, and it makes you want to have even more people with disabilities and give them that opportunity, and that's what we strive to do. Well, just about everything we do at Safeway has to have a return on investment, but I would tell you that the accommodations you have to make for our people with special needs is very minor compared to the return we get from these dedicated, loyal employees. And also, I really do believe that it has an effect on the entire workforce. I mean, they perform better as a team, it's everybody helping each other out, and that's something that's really hard to put a value on, but it's extremely valuable to us. And we don't want to have exclusivity here as far as our hiring of people with disabilities and as far as our fundraising. We would love for other companies, even our competitors, to be able to do what we do and at the level we do it. And we would open our playbook and help them to understand that, because it's just really a win-win for all of us if we get more involvement, more people hiring individuals with disabilities, more people raising money to fund these wonderful services like Easter seals.
Sam Selig Company was founded in April 1912 by Sam Selig, who had come to California from Arizona in 1911. Selig opened a single grocery store in Los Angeles at the corner of Pico and Figueroa Streets. The chain had grown to 71 stores by 1922. After World War I, the firm became deeply indebted to its main grocery wholesaler, a firm owned by W.R.H. Weldon. In a swap of stock for debt, Weldon assumed control of the chain, leaving Selig in charge of retail operation. Selig then left the company in 1924 to enter the real estate business, eventually forming Sam Selig Realty. As a result of Selig's departure, the company held a contest in 1925 to find a new game. The result was Safeway. Genuardo's in Wilmington, Delaware were converted to the Safeway name in 2004 due to legal issues stemming from a union contract signed by the management of early Safeway stores in Delaware that closed in 1982. The current Safeway location in the Delaware are served by division offices in the Baltimore, Washington metropolitan area, where Safeway has long been the dominant grocer. However, the majority of Safeway stores operate in the western United States, where the chain originated. The next closest remaining Safeway-owned stores, the Baltimore, Washington divisions, are Dominick's stores in Illinois. On June 12, 2013, Sobeys announced it would acquire Safeway's operation in Canada for $5.8 billion CDN, subject to regulatory approval. The move will bolster its presence in Western Canada, where Safeway's presence is predominant. Sobeys has not yet determined whether it will maintain the Safeway brand or convert its location to the Sobeys banner. Safeway has a total of 1,501 stores in the United States and 214 stores in Canada, over 80% of which are located in western states and provinces. The greatest concentration of Safeway branches is in California with 557 stores, including the 285 branded as Vons, followed by Washington with 204 stores and Colorado with 141. In Canada, the greatest number of Safeway locations is in Alberta with 96 stores and British Columbia with 75 stores. On April 18, 2005, Safeway began a $100 million brand repositioning campaign labeled Ingredients for Life. This was done in an attempt to differentiate itself from its competitors and to increase brand involvement. Steve Bird described it as branding the shopping experience. Safeway has fuel stations at some stores. These stations allow customers to use a phone number or club loyalty card to receive fuel savings. In the US, the discount is 10C GAL with the purchase of $100 in groceries. In Canada, the discount is 5C L with the purchase of $35 in groceries in a single transaction. However, on August 1, 2012, Safeway announced it will discontinue its club card discount at the pump, which is 3C per gallon. Customers can continue to accumulate points by using their club cards or phone numbers linked to their cards or purchases to earn up to $1 off per gallon.
My job is to ensure that our stores operate at optimum energy efficiency. Safeway has a long-standing history of voluntarily providing PG&E with electricity load reduction when California's electric grid is near capacity. When PG&E came to us with the incentives offered to participate in the demand response program, we knew this was our opportunity to enhance our capabilities of our lighting and communication systems. Before the demand response program was initiated, we had to extend a lot of labor resources and dial into each store, one store at a time. Now that demand response is in place, we have the sophistication and the infrastructure to, at the touch of a button, affect a large number of stores and create a larger curtailment across the operating division of the company, and therefore provide PG&E with significant relief to the electric grid. Above me is our overhead cells for lighting. Each of the fixtures contains 2 lamps. During a demand response event, we will turn off one of the lamps in each of the fixtures. Simultaneous to curtailing those lights, we will also curtail these lights. A percentage of these lights in our departments and along our store perimeter. The refrigeration system is always running and will never be touched during a demand response event, so product is always safe. By participating in the demand response program, not only do we keep the power on in our building, but we keep the power on for our customers and the community at large.
Current members of the board of directors of the company are Stephen Berg, Janet Grove, Mohan Gyani, Paul Hazen, Robert McDonald, Douglas McKenzie, Rebecca Stein, William Thauzert, and Raymond Field. Safeway transitioned from regional control of the product assortments to national category management, known as the Safeway Category Optimization Process (SCOP). With all dry grocery corporate buying done from Safeway's Pleasanton offices, it is said it will increase representation of manufacturers by experienced sales professionals with extensive product and category knowledge. Corporate produce buying offices are located in Phoenix, Arizona. This will mean consistency across the Safeway chain, meaning one could go into a store in Winnipeg or San Francisco and find the same products at the same price, as all negotiation is now done at the corporate level. Safeway's strategic planning for the next few years is based on the assumption the economy will improve gradually. Steve Bird, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, told shareholders at the company's annual meeting. The most important numbers to watch are not unemployment figures but the consumer confidence index, he said. Because as consumers become more confident, they will change their shopping habits and the economy will improve. The index is in the 60 to 70 range right now. Bird said, but it needs to be at 90 or so for the economy to really improve. In response to a shareholder question on press reports that Safeway could be taken private, Bird responded by saying what all public companies say as standard policy, that we don't comment on rumors. But what we tell our employees is that while there are some things like rumors they can't control, they can only control their own effort. So we tell them to focus on their work and make sure they are valuable to the company, which should make them feel secure. So students, we got to know about the various aspects of Safeway Incorporation. Hope you must have got useful information about the company. Have a nice day. Goodbye.